Going live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is August the 18th. We woke up this Wednesday morning to news that the governor of Texas has tested positive for COVID-19. We woke up to news that Liberia has another maritime war, another boat or canoe capsized. The news that there's problem in the PLP or LPP or LPPLP, People Liberation Party, Dr. Cassell's new party, they got constitutional issues. And the big question all over the place is, where are our leaders? Where are Liberia's leaders? Things are running amok in our nation. The CDC-led government is not leading. The CPP that's trying to lead is failing. Where are the Liberian people caught up in? Between a rock and a hard place as usual? Everybody asking now, can we survive until 2023? Is there any hope for Liberian people with the caliber of leaders in our country today? Where are our leaders? Where are our leaders? Besides being one of my topics, it's a major question. Everybody in Liberia looking around now. Who's leading this country? Who's leading this country? Where our leaders? We want to know. We gotta know where our leaders gone. We want to know. We gotta know where our leaders gone. Beat the drum, boom, 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 boom. Let's give the year. Yeah. Let's do the G. We want to know where our leaders are. Our poor and miserable country. We can't G. We can't haul. In real English, I mean, we can't go. We can't come. We stagnant. For 50 years now, we stagnant. Why? Because the people who are supposed to be our leaders are nothing but deceitful, useless people. They are people without conscience. They are people that have no goals. Because when you have goals and objectives, you don't change. You stick to your guns, whether you succeed or not. But if you got plans to initiate and follow through with programs for the next 5-6 years, and you reach for the first term and you get tired and frustrated because things not going your way, and you sit down and let things return to the old status quo, do you want to set a legacy for yourself? Oh my Ellie, is that possible? Not under my watch. Not under my watch. You can graduate from Harvard Graduate School, you can graduate from Yale University in America, but if you don't meet the standards of the Attorney Commander Chesson of the Republic of Liberia, University of Liberia, you do not meet the standards to lead my country and my people. So let's stop the shenanigans, the BS, the uselessness. Let's stop all of that, man. Ain't time for all of that. We're going to sit down and look at the nitty-gritty. We're going to sit down and look at our country as it is, evaluate it as it is, grade it as it is, and deal with situation as it is. We can't continue to sugarcoat all the BS going on in our country, all the immoral uselessness going on, all the dysfunctional BS that been going on from time immemorial. How the time? What's wrong? You know, our little children asking who's leading our country? Where are our leaders? Who are leading this hell of a mess called Liberia? We won't see the leaders. Because everybody coming with their philosophies, and their philosophies not fitting into the situation that can change our people. Because our people don't change, our nation cannot change. How you would change the nation and leave the people the same way? It can't happen. We're gonna mad at that fucking preacher mad. Change the country but don't change the people and expect things to happen. It can't happen. That's the same Ellen Johnson philosophy. That's why I raised her with that useless woman that she was. And people won't get pissed on me. You think I care? You really think I care? Liberia come first in my book. Once I'm speaking for Liberia and it's truthful and honest, you can hit me all you want. I'm protected. Father Divine, the Holy Trinity. And you can't do me no harm. Because I'm not in the stealing game. I'm not in the betrayal game. I'm not in the deceitful game. I'm in the Liberia game. And I tell you, saying my country as it is from time immemorial with every damn leadership that come in power. Look how we can't even go from Monrovia to Guinea and to Grand Jide. We can't go from Monrovia to Cape Mount. To Cape Palmas. We can't go. All my life, I grew up like that. 174 years, we can't go from Monrovia to Cape Palmas on decent paved road. What the hell is wrong with you people? What the hell is wrong with the leadership of Liberia? All my life, I grew up hearing people talking about how difficult it is to go from Monrovia to Maryland. And today is the same damn situation. And we got the same damn useless leaders telling us they would do it, they would do it, they would do it. Using this time and again as part of the political platform. Oh, they will pave the road, they will pave. I'm tired of hearing about them paving the road. When you come to want to be president of Liberia and your platform is to pave the road, you can't get my support. You ain't getting my support. You better come with some new ideas. That road BS ain't working with me no more. Every leadership cannot come to power in our country on a platform that are going to build roads. And we end up the same damn way for 174 years. You mean how hard it is for us to pave the road from Monrovia to Maryland County? How hard is it? For us to pave the road from Maryland through Grand Jide all the way back to Monrovia. How hard is it? It would take us 300 years to do this BS. Then when I get mad and start cussing and yelling at you dummies, people won't report me. And you think this is sensible living? You think this is reality? You think this is the living for intellects? People who talk a lot of bullshit and know everything, and they can't even pave the damn road in the country? This is what gets me mad. It does it time and time again. Because throughout our society, we have nothing but petty criminals. Even to this very day. Look at our community association throughout the world. It's nothing but damn criminals. Everybody fussing for stealing. People take over organizations, they leave, they take all the records with them. Every organization we got of big, rustic, crusted old men, old rustic, crusted men, they act like they're children. They behave like they're minors. They are dumb. They got master degrees, they got PhD degrees, then they act like dummies. They act like the Zogos in Liberia. Then you want me to sit among these people? Then they say Chesson rude. Because when I can't take the foolishness no more, and I jump up and start cussing, as I usually do, because that's the only way my dummies can listen to me. And you think I care? I ain't scared until you start listening to me and putting your shit together and start putting the cart before the horse. You will hear what I gotta say. And when the new generation come, they will sit there and their papa will go. Because the papa telling you time and time again, it's not right. That's stupidity. You can't kill people for wanting to come and have a woman support to the same damn thing worse than ever before. Then you're sitting down there, useless people talking about how great she is. And you're talking about her legacy. What kind of legacy Omar Ellen Seringa? Omar Seringa got no damn legacy. She a useless old woman who needs to be flogged and put in jail. Legacy. Just give me a break, man. Y'all give me a freaking break. And when I say these things, you'll get so ashamed, then you'll want to take it all on me. Because it's right before your eyes or your asses, which either one. Because you got eyes, you must have asses. So take your pick. Take your pick. But we can see things as they are. When our young children are sitting down now and asking us, where are our leaders? There are serious issues in our country. And if we as adults don't understand these things, are still shame and shy and dumb and want to run away from things and just report people because we can't handle the truth. Too bad. Too bad. I can't take it no more. I gotta lay it on the line. Oh, my people, I gotta lay it on the line. Commander Chesson, bullshit. So let's get our shit together. Calm shit down. Understand that we got responsibilities and duties that are beyond ours. And if we don't attend to these responsibilities and duties, our communities and our peoples and our nation not going nowhere. We'll remain stagnant. We'll just talk the same BS we've been talking from time immemorial that don't make no damn sense. And we'll always be beggars. We'll always be beggars because the truth will always evade us. And under my watch, I gotta lay things on the line. I gotta lay things on the line because that's what a commander is about. And then I got a attorney attached to it. I gotta lay it on the line. In the cause of the people. In the cause of the people. That's why I don't like that word. I prefer aluta continua. Because we have not used the phrase in the cause of the people. We have not used it because everybody using that phrase ain't nothing but thieves and dummies. That was when you go to Liberia, you ask about the aluta boys. We don't play. They say, oh, they're not in the cause of the people boys. Those are the aluta boys. We don't play. When we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it. That's what distinguishes us from the Barkas Matthew, from the Tibana Tipote, Amos Sawyer, all the other useless criminals, Ellen Johnson Sally. That distinguishes us from them. Those are the inner cause of the people. So those deceitful liars. They are the freedom fighters. The freedom fighters turn into criminals. Damn. Hey. Oh, you don't mess with the Aluta boys. That in the cause of the people thing, take it away from me. Because when people come with a phrase that they use to deceive and mislead our people, bamboozle, run them up, deceive, imprison mentally our people with all these phrases. Now you hear about muya 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 that's what they yell us in Liberia. Muya 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 muya. Yeah. So the people have no substance. Oh Lord, we got to straighten up our country, man. So let me get into my lesson. My first topic for today is, where are Liberia's leaders? That's the topic and the theme of my whole show today. Where are Liberia's leaders? Number 2, Liberia's Oma Ellie, political parties and their leaders. Something wrong with you people. Number 3, can Joseph Boikai handle Liberia? The new Liberia today cannot handle it. Because people beginning to question that, even the young kids in Liberia. Let's get into my lesson. Where are Liberia's leaders today? We look at our country. We see, first of all, when you look at Liberia, Monrovia, especially, and you see the mess that Monrovia look like and is today, you know there's no leadership in Liberia. You know there's no leadership in Liberia. And Liberia is not different. Our neighboring countries suffer from the same thing. Why you think they got Ebola in Ivory Coast now, and they got some kind of respiratory disease in this other country, and some kind of useless disease? We are all suffering from the same problem. It's just that Liberia is worse. It's worse. Worse or worse or plus. Worse. I mean, look at our country. The capital city of our country. There is no reason under the sun that we can be associated with the United States of America and our country led by useless, unhygienic, nasty people. From Ellen Johnson study down. I told you I went to Ellen Johnson study. I looked behind her mansion. My heart fell. I'm a military man. I come from the military background, my own background. So what I know what it is to demonstrate cleanliness, because it's next to godliness. It's next to efficiency. It's next to competence. It's next to good governance. If your country is dirty, if the leadership has no concept of cleanliness, your country cannot excel. It is next to damnation, because cleanliness is next to godliness. We are Christians. If we say we're Christians, if we say we stand upon foundations of Christianity, then we know that Jesus Christ people can't live in dirt and stench and nastiness. And if we live like that and can't get rid of that dirt in Monrovia, we can't be Christians. We live in stench and dirt and stink and nastiness. How can we be proud enough to say we're Christians? Cleanliness is next to godliness. And thank God I'm a soldier. So I know what cleanliness means to soldiers, to real soldiers. I know what cleanliness means. So when I come in an area, it is not clean. There's a cluster of a mess. Something got to be done. Something's got to be done. Because we can't live in nastiness and stench. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. And that's the most important thing in a way. It can't be the first thing. That's the first thing and the damn last thing. When your country dirty like that, when your country is nasty like that, there is no way you can give excuse for having good governance. There is no way you can say you are a Christian nation. There is no way you can say that you are even a holy nation. Something wrong with Africa. And especially something wrong with my country. For my people to be living in that kind of nastiness, selling food with feces, water running all under their legs, walking in water and riding in feces, water. This is not the right way to live. This is not the right way to live. And I've been living like that all my life, man. From small, I grew up like that. We started getting better, live better on that 12, but then we went back into this kind of life we live in now. Then we get the Harvard graduate woman come. We look to her to do better for us, and she threw her down in the mess again. And we praising her, and she trying to build a legacy on the mess we living in now. Ellen Johnson said it is a disgrace to Liberia and Liberian people. If you don't know that, if you don't know that yet, and you're praising this dumb Harvard University graduate, your people got a problem. There's a serious problem in my country. How can a Harvard graduate leave my country and is in the worst mess than they ever been before? Then she's sitting now, seeking a legacy from the most screwed up country in the world. Is this insanity or what? You people gotta be insane. Or Harvard graduate see the worst country in the world, a slum-ridden country, and she want to build a legacy that she did something for the country. What did Ellen Johnson say do for Liberia? You show me it, please. Show me it. Because when a leader leaves, that leader is supposed to lay the foundation down for that country to progress and advance. But what Ellen Johnson Sirleaf did, she left the foundation for us to regress and fail and become more nasty and more dirty and more corrupt and more evil than ever before. Then you're praising this useless mulatto woman to give us some kind of accolades that the foreigners doing for destroying Liberia. All I think they're doing for destroying Liberia. Because there is no way under the sun that a nation will be giving billions and billions of dollars. Our debt clean completely. For years, all our debts clean. And poured billions of dollars into this country. And this mulatto woman calling herself successful. And our country a total mess. You Liberian people got to be insane. You Liberian people, something got to be wrong with you. So where are our leaders? Because I can't see no leaders. And I'm not coming to lead Liberia. I told you, I don't want to be leader. I will sit down and evaluate. You ain't coming to kill me like you killed my grandfather and father. No. If I lead, it will be through the military that I'm used to. That my style. When I set your country up, set a nation up with law, order, and discipline, then I leave. And I do, and not all these people to want to stay in power for life, Tottenham, all of them, destroy our country. I ain't gonna do that. But we need leaders. We need good leaders who will discipline our people. Our people need discipline. Above all, you cannot educate indisciplined people. You cannot educate an unruly people. You cannot educate a disturbed society. And that's where Liberia people are today. We are disturbed. We are unruly. We are undisciplined. And until we can come to our senses through good leadership, not bullshit leadership Leadership that will give us discipline. Leadership that will ensure that we follow the rule of law. Leadership that will ensure that criminal aspects in our society are diminished. And breeding of young productive citizens is our major goal. Until we see that for the next 5 or 10 years, we ain't gonna go nowhere. We ain't gonna go nowhere because in the next 5, 10 years, we need to speed up the production of productive citizens. We need to produce productive citizens. That's our primary mission right now, because we do not have trustworthy, loyal, patriotic, productive citizens. And until we get that aspect of our society correct, we cannot G, nor can we haul. We will remain stagnant. So that's something we need to get. Until we do that, we'll keep looking around and asking ourselves, where are our leaders? Because our leaders are not leaders. They are warlords, they are war criminals, they are unlawful men and women, they are rappers, they are damn people, they are just criminal, useless people, totally useless. So until we reel our society in, until we bring our children to law, order, and discipline. Look at our young children. They can't keep quiet. Yeah. Jella, our elders. You bring the little children together, they can't keep quiet. Everybody talking, everybody knows something. And as young as they are, you know they don't know shit. And they can't keep their mouths shut because our country has no discipline. Now that way you need Commander Chesson. Because when our children gather, you hear a pin when it drops. That's a disciplined society. Right now, all our little children behaving like animals, and our future is not secure because of that. Our future is in danger because of that. And we must ask ourselves, where are our leaders? We have no leaders. Even our little young children running our country by themselves. We don't got nobody to tell them, shut up, be quiet. Children are seen and not heard. Those are long-standing rules. And when we lose concept of the rules, our children become indisciplined and we cannot control them. So listen to our little young babies when they gather. No discipline. Everybody, not under my watch. You are a little church rat. You will come in a little gathering talking like you know something. Are you crazy? Why do you think we call them church rats? Because they're supposed to run and hide. You got the children behaving like the adults. And our adults behaving like the children. And that's why we can't get shit done in our damn country. We have no leaders. Everybody just run amok. Look at the schools. You bring the children together. Yeah. I mean, you can't hear. You think that will happen on my watch? Not by side. When those little children come into an auditorium, everything, you can hear a pin drop. You can hear a damn pin drop. That's discipline. That's preparing the children for the future. That's showing leadership from the small. When people not talking too much, when people understand they have a mission, and it does not benefit you by talking so much. Actions speak louder than words. So what are yo? Where all the different? Even you big people. Look at the fire going on in Liberia right now at the steel company. Everybody want to talk. You standing all around. They're confused. Because we got a messed up society. Our messed up society breed messed up leaders. And messed up leaders breed damnation to all of us. And that's where we are now, on the brink of damnation. We are on the brink of damnation because we have no leaders. And it's demonstrated because our children are indisciplined. Our children can't work. Everybody want to be leaders. And everybody can't be leaders. And this is what killing our country. And these were the things that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was supposed to pay attention to. Yes, it was difficult for her because she made it difficult. I ain't feeling one pin of sorrow for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Ellen Johnson told us, break it down, I will build it. And they broke it down. The people listened to her and went into a civil war. Now she can't build it back. Now she come here, she bring her children to help her build our country back, which is a crime to us. Your children are not indispensable. Your children are not the only Liberians capable of building Liberia. Why would you do this to us? Why would you put that butt boy and that useless economist and that other useless criminal calling himself security man? Why would you put in useless bastards over us? Why, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? The same thing you came up powerful. I don't care about other 12 people, because the other 12 people, the phone group called themselves what? April 22nd group. You ever hear anything from that group? That April 22nd group is the more useless, shitted on group in Liberia. They say they're representing the fathers that were killed in 1980. Then these people sit out here and follow Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the same useless April 22nd group, these useless fools who their fathers were killed and their fathers rolling over in our grave today because their children are dumb and useless. The same woman that killed the children's father of the April 22nd group, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, is the same woman they praise today. The same woman put all her children in power. The same woman, even my sister, they praising Ellen for family. When people have lost their way like that, when the educated people in our country are just as idiotic as the masses of Liberian people, is there any hope for our country? You form April 22nd group. For what? What has that group done for Liberia and Liberian people? That's why I could never be a part of that group. Because when they formed the April 22nd group, the first thing they say, oh, we follow and Mrs. Torber said this. Mrs. Torber, and I asked her, I said, Mrs. Torber, they could not be teaching our government, and we are suffering because of the people. Then you come and tell me about Mrs. Torber saying, you better take that BS to the grave with you. If Mrs. Torber then knew what to do with our country, we would not have had a coup. If Torber knew what to do, we would not have had a coup, because every good political leader maintains his political system. When you hear a government overthrown, that political leader is weak and failed. Because there is no way you will not. And let me tell you something, my Liberian people. When we talk about securing your political system, a good leader is not a dictator. For Liberia and other African countries, you need a sort of a dictator for a while. Because many of our African men are corrupt. They are misguided. Their ideals and ideals are screwed up. They're screwed up. So if you're a good leader, you have to bring a team that will be serious about disciplining our people. A team that will be serious about changing the direction of our country. Because every aspect of our society is corrupt. From the head to the dog is corrupt. And our society can't change until we have people with the same mentality, people with the same belief, people with the same ideal, and people who are consistent and loyal and patriotic. Because everything is not for money. Everything is to give the next generation the chance to grow. That's all it's about. To prepare your society for the next generation to take it to the next level. And if you do not prepare your society, your generation, you have no generation to take it to the next level. And this is where we are now in Liberia society. We have no leaders. Because our leaders are not only the people at the top of the political hierarchy. Our leaders are the people at every aspect in our society that believe in honesty, trust, and patriotism. And we don't have that in our society. We don't have that. So the entire leadership structure of Liberia, for now, the near future, and the distant future, hangs in the balance. It hangs in the balance. Because when warlords and war criminals and old rogues and new rogues are leading our nation, and there are no patriots to stop these people. There are no patriots to put order in order, saying, no, you cannot kill people for this crime. Then you come back and commit the crime worse than ever before. That is a sin against God. God. Then you expect justice in Liberia? You expect freedom in Liberia? You expect equality? It can't happen. Because you people are deceitful to yourselves. You cannot kill people for a crime and let other people come and perpetrate the same crime worse than ever before. That's a sin against God, against the laws of nature, against the laws of humanity. And Liberia people cannot progress. You cannot advance. You cannot change until you get yourselves correct. Look in the mirror and clean your shit before you put it on somebody else. Clean your shit. I'm saying it raw and plain and nasty. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. When you are deceitful in yourselves, we are criminals in yourselves. You cannot save your nation, nor can you acquire justice and liberty and freedom. So where are our leaders? Where are the people that are supposed to guide us with moral fortitude? Where are the people that are supposed to set standards for us to follow? Where are the people that are supposed to be God-fearing and God-loving? Where are these people? I don't see them. I see sort of people with calling themselves preacher, fucking preacher. Killer Prince Johnson preacher. Killer this other preacher. Crook this other preacher. Crook. Everybody got something like title to the name besides going on Fisher. Everybody's talking about religion, man. Elder this, elder killer by the side. Elder under the cover ripper. Elder I not do it before. Elder let's take over. Oh, there goes Pastor Juju. Pastor spray the Juju. Spray the dust. Oh Lord. All kind of people got we got a messed up country, Lord. We got a messed up country, Lord. We got a messed up Liberia. We got a messed up society. Everybody wanna be a preacher. Everybody wanna be an elder. Everybody loves Jesus Christ. Oh, do you believe this? Do you believe this? A nation of false Christians. A nation of false Christians. So let's get back into dinner, because I get so depressed I got to come down my singing, relieve that stress. Then I go to lesson 2. Omar Ellie, political parties, and their leaders. Here we are again, Lord. Omar Ellie, everything that's going on in Liberia today, Ellen Johnson selling him behind it. Why? She's afraid. She knows we're coming after her family. So she won't make sure that her corrupt legacy remains in power. That her hand-picked people rule our country who are loyal to her totally, and her family members too. But it ain't happening no more, my Ellen. It ain't happening no more. The time of the Liberian people is now. Commander Galpohkpa Chesson has stepped to the plate to lead. And you other people gotta step back. Your time is over. I don't worry about numbers and all the things. It's coming. When the Liberian people notice that what I'm seeing is the truth, and it's always been the truth, and the deceitfulness begins to unfold, and the realization of all the evils of this Ellen Johnson celebrity regime begins to come to fruition, and her spell over Liberia begins to diminish and be crushed by the Holy Trinity, the 3 in 1. Liberian people will see, and things will change, and the light will come. Good players don't fight for their justice. Good players don't fight for justice. We just lay a foundation for change. And it's hard to change under these conditions. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had ruled over 12 years. She put her dummy there that she can control. Our country not going nowhere. Our country will not go nowhere. Now look at she talking about she want to change the leadership for the next time. Why does Ellen Johnson Sirleaf think she got so much power in Liberia? Is it because her native people just love her and don't care what she's doing because of the color of her skin? You got to tell me something. I know the native people love them, a lot of people, but this is extreme, man. This is extreme. I mean, you're selling our whole nation to this woman. This is extreme. Now look at right now, they're beating all the marketeers. They took the people from pink with red light, and they got nowhere to put the people. These people just careless, cold-hearted, callous. They don't care about nobody. They just wanted to clean Peansway because for some reason they felt it was something good to do. So they cleaned it and they sent other people somewhere else. Now the people complaining, they think they're beating them up. They're trying to shut them up any kind of way. And the people complaining. They have come, they forming groups and they coming together, trying to tell people that what the George we did to them wasn't good. They took them from Peansway and had no place to put them and just threw them in the wilderness, in the swamp. So here we are again. We look at our country. We look at the political parties. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf all over there. Her fingerprint all over there. No leaders in our country. CDC screwed up. Listen to Moba, the chairman of the party. Moba talking about the president, how the president takes no advice. The president want to do what he want to do. The president keeps grudges. The president is evil. All his friends have disappeared from around him. All the people that were loyal to George Weah are gone because he's useless. Because he keeps grudge. He wants revenge for everything. He must be the man in charge. This is from his chairman, from the chairman of the CDC party, talking about the leader of the Republic of Liberia, that he takes no advice. He listens to nobody. He has no friends. He keeps grudges. He hates people. That's the president, party, chairman. And that's true. What happened to George Solo? What happened to all these people around George Weah? They said they used to eat George Weah, sleep George Weah, drink George Weah. Everything in their lives was George Weah. Now none of them around George Weah no more. George Weah became president. He threw all of them out. He brought McGee. He brought Koji. He brought all the other new guys in and got rid of all the people that were with him forever. And look at my boy there. And what's his name? Jackley. Dave Jackley. Jack got hit by the job to go be a drug enforcement chief. So this is what people are talking about. That's CDC now. Then look at CPP. This is worse. Europe was China, he didn't do. They say, oh, Europe brought division, Europe disunity, Europe everything. You're not there no more. They brought comics. They say, oh, that short guy, like power business, he got Napoleon complex, he got this and that. Coming to hear about the stuff and left. Now they got Nyomli Kanga. They talking about Nyomli, say, oh, she useless. All she care about is LP. She not to do nothing with CPP. She not good leader now. The only message that Boka trimming. He said, Tom, what they would say about me when I take over, and the people find out I can't meet up to the expectation. So they had the 3 party leaders fail already. They're gone. Normally there, she on her way out. There was something wrong with all of them. But now you that child stayed up ball. All $1 million he claimed he got, we know that Liberian government people money. So we got to go after that. Ellen Cummings, I told you, Ellen Cummings, that Ellen Johnson cousin. He already fucked. Excuse the expression, children. That just like freak. He already freak fuck. So that's his situation is. You know, they made Ellen Johnson Sally cousin. Ellen Cummings stayed in Liberia for 12 years on the Ellen Johnson Sally. All the nepotism, all the corruption, he never opened his mouth. She wanted to appoint him to some kind of position. You see, these are the people in our country. You judge them by their actions. Or may I sit down there with all the nepotism. He never taught. Then he become standard bearer now. Ellen Johnson gone. He jumping on Weah. Talking about jailing Weah for corruption. What happened to all the corruption on the Ellen Johnson Sally? You are there. So right there, I told you, man. I don't lie to you. I told you Ellen Cummings was a joke. Now it's coming to fruition. Nombli Kanga. What Nombli know? What does Nombli Kanga know to be president or leader of Liberia? Nombli Kanga don't know nothing. She know nothing. So why you people continue to take the ignorant people in our society to make them your leader? Look at Prince Johnson, look at Boto. All these people can't read and write, can't do nothing. You take them and make them our leaders. For what? Then you expect miracles. You expect our country to grow. Do you people really think so? Half of the people in our legislature can't read and write. Half of the people in our legislature can't speak English. Good. Half of the people in our English never went to school. Then you expect Liberia to change. You expect Vice Chairman them not to bribe the people. Now Elect Cummings have known now that the only way to get away with easy things in Liberia, bribe the people. Because if you bribe them, somebody else bribing them. If you're not bribing them, somebody else is bribing them because the Liberian society is corrupt. When the whole society is corrupt, there is no way you can change anything in the society. Because if you standing up for something, and Peter not standing up for something, the people forgetting about you and going to Peter. I was a young director at the Finance Ministry Department, Bureau of National Investigation. I was tough. Nobody came to me for anything. They wanted the other directors who would sign everything, who wanted money. They knew I wouldn't do many of the things they wanted me to do. Give foreigners ID card, all that kind of thing. From small, people been going to your houses. Our assistant director, I wake up in the morning, my yard full of foreigners coming to beg me to get ID card and things like that. We can't run our government like that. And then minister, you see people to the houses like that, they need to be fired immediately. Because they are encouraging that kind of thing. They are permitting that kind of thing. You can't do it. You see the people around your house, you threaten them. Don't come here no more. I see you around here, I'll put you in jail. That's what I did to them. They start coming to my house. But when you go to a house every morning, you see a minister, he get up, he yard full of people, he needs to be fired. Effective immediately. He's corrupt. And these are the difficult and stringent measures we have to take to change our country, to change our people, to set our country and people on a different direction. Or it can't happen. The people say they want to lead us cannot be the worst people in our society. Ellen Johnson Sally is one of the worst people in our society. She's a YO. I ain't scared to say it. She's a YO. And she brought that thing into our leadership and corrupted our miners. George Weah is a protege. George Weah tapping. So all these people in our society are corrupt, inherently corrupt. Our society needs to be overhauled for us to live, for us to change. The old people who have corrupted our society and still want to lead us and put people in power of their making need to go. They need to go. We need new people. We need fresh blood. We need people that Ellen Johnson said he never touched, never smelled, that none of her children want around. We need new blood. We need new blood. And the time of the Liberian people is now. Our country can't grow or prosper with the type of leaders we have over our country today. These type of people are not trustworthy. They're not honest, sincere, patriotic. They're not. They're self-centered, self-focused, egotistic, selfish. Rise, O patriots. Rise, my people, rise. We can change our country. We can deal with these political parties. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. Right now, there's crisis between Boikai and Cummings. And the two won't run for the CPP. There's all kind of news going on about all kind of misbehaviors of Ella Cummings now. Bribing this, bribing that. Why? It's on the newspaper, news in Liberia. People are talking about it in Liberia. About this illicit behavior that Ella Cummings has acquired now, bribing people. Why? We got an anti-corruption team department that ain't worth the soil to eat. They ain't worth the soil to eat. Now they're still talking about people declaring their assets. Who are listening to those kind of crazy people? What do you do if the people don't declare their assets? What do you do? We're looking at Johnsonville. Hell of a land issue. More family and other people fighting for land. The land commission they set up is worthless, like Fusa. People will soon start going back into war. Foreigners stealing our land. We got these people claiming to be Liberians from under the air, to steal our land, to bribe our government officials. Anybody can just bribe these people. We really need to flog some people in our country. There is no law and order. Everything is bribery. That's why Ella Cummings finished joining the group, because he sees that nothing can be accomplished in Liberia until you bribe. Because our people have no moral fortitude. Our people have no patriotism. Our people have no loyalty. Our people are useless. Totally useless. So here we are again. But one good thing I see in Liberia, the United Negro Improvement Association, UNIA, is being revived in our country. Marcus Garvey movement is being revived. And our people are focusing on that a little bit. If we don't improve ourselves, if we don't lift ourselves to the next level, nobody will do it for us. Nobody will do it for us. It is a matter of self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice. You got to stop the greed. You got to stop the stealing. You got to stop the useless lying. You got to stand up for Liberia and tell other people, shut up, you're lying. Stop it, they're stealing. I know it. It's not right. Then our country will change. But we need people to stand up. Look at our political parties today. How many political parties we got? Every Tom, Dick, and Harry will just jump up. Oh, I want for political party. I got some more money on me. To have people to form political party. So everybody in political party don't even know what they're there for. Look at CDC, people not paying party dues, people not doing nothing no more. So how will a party exist like that? Everybody just follow the president. That was somebody we were talking today. Say every time they can Harry get up and got their money, say, oh, I'm starting a party, and everybody just follow them. Then when the president moved and died, everybody died too. Because everybody following individuals instead of principles. And this is where we are today in our country. People following people instead of ideals. You cannot do that. That's why we are having constitutional issues everywhere you turn around. Look at normally Kanga them in Liberty Party. Look at LPL. Cancel party, constitutional issues. Everywhere constitutional issues. Because our people cannot be trusted. Our people are inherently criminals. And we got to change that. If we don't change that, Liberia is doomed. So how many political parties we got now? Every time they can have their own money, for me, it's one political party. And despite that, our country messing up. Our maritime bureau, ships capsizing and people dying and goods being lost. The second ship just capsized the other day, a few days ago. Then you got castle party fussing with each other because they say certain people did certain things. The other people accuse them for doing certain things. They set their boat on fire and just left it there. We're facing a serious problem in our country with leadership. We're facing a serious leadership crisis in our country. And because of that, it is filtering down to our people. We don't know who to trust. We don't know who to set standards for positive leadership and direction. We don't know who to turn to when we want advice and help. And we can take care of some of those things ourselves. We can change some of those things ourselves. But where do we start? How do we start? So let me get my third thing. Can Joseph Boikai handle Liberia? Been in Liberia, has been chair of CPP. His staff they say he brought division. He was not unifying the people, blah, blah, blah. Been in Liberia, the Congo man, he got traveling. Been in Liberia, his spy and left. Ellie comes king. Oh, Ellie comes that power crazy man, he got Napoleon complex, all of that, blah, blah, blah. Look at the way they be walking around. Like he's saying a big man, he just want power, power, power. He's gone. Normally, Panga there, y'all know she has no interest in liberty in CPP. Right in her party, they're having big constitutional issues. They're fussing. Now the NEC feeling condemning her, saying she was wrong for doing that. Is she capable of leading CPP? No. Now, who can lead? This is Boikai time. This is Boikai time. So after Nnamdi Kanu, Boikai had the opportunity to demonstrate his sense of leadership, his style of leadership, the leadership that he says he wants to bring to the Republic of Liberia. Will he be able to unite this broken down, useless, disjointed political party called CPP and unify it and bring it together into a viable political institution of men and women to change Liberia? Right now, we don't have no political party in Liberia. Every party following individuals. Liberty Party is still following, Unity Party is still following Ellie. Look at all the way Boikai in power, they still begging Ellie to come back. And Ellie coming there and telling them all kind of things and walking out. Liberty Party, they go put a criminal there. Now the criminal won't take over the company. And Nnamdi Kanu then confused. The same people who sat there and voted for Musa Beledi. Musa Beledi, they finished outsmarting all of them. Now even the NEC can help them. Not even the National Election Commission can help Nnamdi Kanu from the road. You go put a Cuba criminal, the Musa Beledi, ahead of your party. The man finished cheating the Constitution, finished boot, how they call it? hoodwinking. All of you got you all mesmerized and mesmerized and mesmerized. Now you're coming to your sense and you want to fight the man to change constitution. No, the constitution written, signed, and approved by Musa Belete. You ain't changed that already. Too late. While you are playing your bastard love game with Darius Dillon all over the world, Musa Belete was consolidating himself. Now you'll come back. You want to take the party from this hardened criminal, and you don't have it. You're going to deal with Musa Belete. So if you want to spend more time dealing with Musa Belete and your party than CPP, that's a serious issue. So now we got a last man here, Joseph Boikai. He got to prove that he can bring this party together before he can lead Liberia. Some people say, "Oh, Boikai, I'm just saying that people say all kind of things. But my point is, this is where Boikai got to demonstrate that he's a good leader. This is where he got to demonstrate that he's a unifier. Let him go to CPP and bring this party together better than the three people that were his predecessors, predecessors, whatever you call it. Let him go there and show he can do it now. This is the challenge. They are predecessors. The predecessors. Okay, yeah. Let Boikai go there and show us. Let him bring this party together now. This is the opportunity before 2023 for us to see if Joseph Boikai can become the standard bearer or the chairman of CPP and unite this party for him to become president of the Republic of Liberia. So this is where my class ends today night. Can Joseph Boikai handle Liberia? Let's see him become chairman of CPP and bring this party together to change the hopes and dreams of Liberian people. The time of the true Liberian people's revolution is now. The Tony Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson, stands ready to step to the plate and have to change my country. I'm not a presidential material. I'm not a governmental material. I am a teacher. I am a doer. I am a noko. You no go, you go. So if you want to change Liberia, let's do it. Let's find leaders for our country that will discipline our people, that will lay down law and order, that will not change under any circumstance, that will breed a nation of people, of patriots. The time of the true Liberian people's revolution is now. Aluta! Continue. I'm out. Have a good day. The time of the people. The time of the people. The time of the people on the command.